Okay, so there's my light bloom tree, and speaking of the devils, check this out. We got two stanchions right freaking here. Huge crystallized charge. Alright, what I'm going to do is show you how to get into Zora's domain. There's two ways to get in there. Nice little hiding spot for a chest. I finally got my Zora spear. Okay, so that was worth the climb. Wow. Had no idea. Booyah. That's one for the almanac. At some point it's going to open up for you. And this is our way in, folks. The Mars Mariana Trench or whatever. Wait, is that even a place? Alright, and as you can see, that does not light up a whole lot of real estate. Oh, I forgot, this is TotK. I've got the Toolin' Sneeze. And from here, there's a Kohga fight and all that fun stuff. I'm just going to go ahead and jump off my horse with X here. Get that airtime, gotta love it. I mean, is it worth climbing all the way up here just for that? Probably not. Am I going to do it every time I see one anyway? Absolutely. Hey folks, welcome back. Alright guys, it is time for a little bit of depths work. I'm always saying it. I need to do more work in the depths. So here we go, into the depths. Okay, so I'm way over here, northwest corner of the map. Just north of Zora's domain here. You can always go to the Skyview Tower here, launch yourself out of the cannon like the circus, and make landfall right about here. You will see the chasm coming into view. I just happen to have this shrine already knocked out on top of the citadel here. So just for quick travel, I went ahead and used that travel gate. So folks, I know I said I was going to be doing Zora's domain next, and I kind of sort of am. So you might remember a long time ago in some videos I did once upon a time, I mentioned I would be breaking all the Zora weapons, and I did. I broke the spear, the sword, and the two-hander. So that being said, I am now ready to rock and roll for pristine weapons down here under Zora's domain. So what I like to do here is get some light bloom trees, or whatever they're called. So I'm going to get this one first and foremost, just because I'm relatively close to it. Go ahead and pin that. There will be another light bloom tree right down here. I'm also going to go for this guy way out here. Reason being, there's a chest right around here somewhere. Probably roughly right about there. But we kind of have to go there to get around like a rock wall or whatever. And then that chest is right down there. Okay, so there's my light bloom tree. And speaking of the devils, check this out. We got two stanchions right freaking here. Now I know this isn't great. You know, we can't really see what we're doing. So I'll toss a couple of seeds out here. Okay, it looks like he's holding nothing, which is really weird. Okay, that was really weird. So I had to like approach in order for that weapon to spawn in. Okay, so it's clearly not a pristine Zora spear, but that's okay. Hopefully there will be more where that came from. So here we go again. Looks like he's holding nothing. So it's going to make me approach. There it goes. It just rendered in. Okay, so what I will do is I will go ahead and stamp that spot, and we're going to check those again later. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and beeline it right over to my light bloom tree here. Whoa, I was standing literally on the edge of a cliff wall. Wow. Had no idea. That's one for the almanac. Alright guys, so my light bloom tree is literally right under my feet here. Which is kind of poopy because there's a whole bunch more trees over that way. But honestly, we don't need to go that way yet, so I'm not going to. I'm just going to kind of go right here and get this tree opened up. Alright, and as you can see, that does not light up a whole lot of real estate. Alright guys, just in case you're interested, there's quite a bad boy nest here. Not really much to it, not great loot. I think you get some bright bloom seeds here or something in a chest. So I'm just going to kind of forego all this and get going right toward my yellow marker. That is going to be our next light bloom tree. So what I'm actually going to do now is work my way right back up to where I just came from. I'm going to go ahead and use this device since they were kind enough to pre-craft it for us. Oh, and once I'm up topside here, I see I got some baddies to deal with. Alright, once again, we're going to take the pre-crafted elevator, get all the way to the top of this sucker. Just found another stanchion. We got a traveler's sword here. There's a lot of weapons right by this warp point. See, I'm going to be coming by here periodically to check these out. Alright guys, so yellow marker. I probably forgot to mention this, but you can also use the princess as a flashlight. So in addition to her being a pretty good boulder buster, she can also serve you to light the way. Now of course it doesn't show like the light bloom seeds will, but it will show you your surrounding area and the terrain. So very, very useful. It'll also show you when you're about to walk off the Mars Mariana Trench or whatever. Wait, is that even a place? Never mind, the Mariana Trench is on Earth. Okay, so, let's go. So again, guys, right toward my yellow mark there, just go as far as I can. I could have built a Zonai device. There was a little stockpile of Zonai devices right behind me there. But, honestly, I'm okay with just flying and using light bloom seeds to get myself over there. Alright, see if she can help me out a little bit more. Oh, I forgot, this is TotK. I've got the Toolin sneeze. And we got some more stanchions coming into view. Let's see if I can actually see what this is before approaching. It is garbage. Alright guys, now once again we have a very pathetic area of light here. So what I'm going to do is show you how to get into Zora's domain. There's two ways to get in there. So the easiest is probably going to be right under Zora's domain here. There's a chasm. And it's right next to the shrine if you were looking on the map. But the way to access that chasm is going to be the cave, which is like right about here. In fact, in BOTW, there was a little ledge you could stand on there, and there's a treasure chest hidden behind the waterfall. That is now a cave entrance. So go ahead and pop yourself in there and go down the chasm. That'll get you right down to this lower section. But another way to do it is from this Lightroot tree, we're going to head due east, and then we're going to hit a dead end, and then we're going to turn left from that dead end, and that's going to open right up into a hallway we can get into the Zora's domain from. Okay, I think I found that dead end there, so I'm a little bit north of that position now. So what I'm going to do is just keep following this wall here, this gigantic great wall of the depths. Okay, so that should open up into a gigantic cave. It's really tough to miss, as long as you can remember to, just go until you hit a dead end and keep going around to the left. At some point it's going to open up for you, and this is our way in, folks. I'll try to show you a better map marker for that, actually. So there's our Lightroot tree. Just slightly north and west of that, you'll see a stanchion for a bunch of goodies. Just a little bit further northwest from there is the sweet spot. Alright guys, welcome to the Zora's Domain depths. And from here, there's a Kohga fight and all that fun stuff. Since I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and knock it all out. But I'm really just here for the pristine weapons, if I'm being honest. Alright guys, now we've got a little bit of map to work with here. Alright guys, once you got your Lightroot tree all squared away there, go ahead and pop back over to the center section and you will once again see our good friend Master Kohga. Go ahead and give him a talking to. I just now realized that thing on his head that's holding his man bun like way up higher than his head. I think that's like one of those things when you stick your fingers in it and then you try to take your fingers back out at the same time. They get stuck. I don't know what they call that, the finger puzzle or something. But I think that's what he's using to hold his hair up. Okay, but enough about finger puzzles. We need to kill Master Kohga. Alright, so this time I'm just going to use the Savage Bow straight up. I will not be doing Barbarian Armor to hopefully drag the fight out just a little bit. I want to show you guys his different attack patterns here and how to kind of work around his force fields. That same type of party, guys, I'm just going to go ahead and jump off my horse with X here. Get that airtime, gotta love it. Take out that Savage Bow, and I will get a couple of headshots here just to get him a little lower than half health. If I can hit the headshot here. One more. Let's go ahead and call it right there. So now what I like to do is just go ahead and mount whatever boat he was on. He's going to go ahead and buy himself a new boat. And I'll just kind of take over the one he was using. I don't know if I'll be able to mow over my old boat. Looks like I can. But same kind of thing, guys. Just try to cut him off. It's kind of like the Divine Beast in the Desert from BOTW all over again in that respect. Try to get out ahead of him. And I don't know if he has generated his force field yet. Okay, there's the force field. So basically you just got to wait the thing out. Okay, so you might have to play with this a little bit, but at some point you'll be able to time it to where you can get really close to him here when that force field runs out. So you have to anticipate that a little bit. There we go. Nice close face shots. Make sure all three of those arrows connect and you are good to go. So folks, I definitely hope that helps you out with the Master Kohga fight here. If you're enjoying the video, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. That is absolutely and always appreciated. Okay guys, and in case you're wondering, the other entrance slash exit to the cave here is right over this way. It's on the map here, but just kind of wanted to show you guys that visibly. It's right behind the Lightroot tree. Alright, and we should have a good-sized crystallized charge here. Huge crystallized charge. Alright. I would like to get my battery done soon, so that is a nice little prize. Folks, just like every other forge, there's a little goodies here for you. I guess it's fitting we'd get a boat for a prize. And if you want to construct one, all the free parts are just sitting here for you. Knock yourselves out. Alright guys, just like every other forge, I like to take an opportunity to buy some charges. However, I don't think I've got the Zonite. I have a little bit of Zonite. Little's better than none, I guess. But I definitely don't have that Zonite. There's always Sunday lanes for the taking. And bananas. Okay, you might find a chunk of Zonite or two laying around up here. It's not really worth coming all the way up here just for that. But if you're up here anyway, scoop them up. As well as another charge. Alright folks, and just about every single one of these chimneys is going to have a couple of free crystallized charges just laying there for you. I mean, is it worth climbing all the way up here just for that? Probably not. Am I going to do it every time I see one anyway? Absolutely. Alright guys, now that we've cleaned out this little section, I'm going to go ahead and go back over to our Lightroot tree. Alright guys, and as mentioned before, I'm going to beeline it right over to this Lightroot tree, which is under this shrine or right about here. You have no idea how much I want a Rivali's Gale right now. Getting spoiled with BOTW. I just realized I'm totally going the wrong way. I'm climbing this cliff for absolutely no reason, because you can't go that way from here. I've got to go this way. Alright guys, so right where it should be, and again, that's quite a climb to get up and over this little opening. So it's not a huge window, and it's not easy to get to because of the climb. So I'm going to try to show you on the map kind of exactly where you need to be for that. So just to show you relative to where that shrine is right above us, that's exactly the way I'm facing right now to look at that Lightroot tree. So now this is it, guys. This is that pesky, and I was actually way off on that pin I placed earlier. So that chest we're looking for It's right up around here somewhere. That'll get me close. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of beeline it right over toward that pin. You're looking for this little grove, or whatever. Nice little hiding spot for a chest. Alright folks, now before I get going to my next destination, I do want to point out real quick, there's another little mine around here somewhere, so just, you know, go through that exit, or you can actually get through it, just go to a little bit south, and you'll notice this wall opens up a little bit this direction. You'll be able to get to it that way as well. But now that I'm talking about that out loud, I'm actually going to go for it. Alright guys, so this mine is actually probably a little bit more due south of that opening. That should get me close there. I just wanted to point out there are a couple of stanchions, so you might want to check those while you're here. Ouch. Okay, so really we're just kind of following the statues in backwards order. But it looks like that stamp or that pin that I placed got me pretty close here. You can see a little tent or something coming into view. Wow, they gave us a free zonite. Alright folks, so you got some stuff going on here. It's just another mine, really. There's a chest here, however, and I'm pretty sure that's a large charge. A large crystallized charge, so it's even better than the typical large charge. And it is. So just like all the other mines, feel free to mine your ore. Now guys, I need this stuff, so I'm going to divert just for a moment. I have like no zonite. I know you can't really see the map right now, but hopefully this will give you some indication as to where I've gone and how far I've gone. Alright folks, once you're satisfied with your looting over at the mine, go ahead and warp once again back over to our Lightroot tree here. So just slightly south of that chasm there, we have got a Lionel Coliseum. Alright folks, once again we gotta kind of follow the statues backwards here. Make sure we're on the north side of that solid wall. Once we are, make a beeline right over to that mark. Alright guys, new section of the map lit. Wow, I got that pin awful close. Didn't even realize it. So it's right under that shrine there. And the chasm is just to my north, but what I'm really interested in is this Lionel Coliseum here. Now guys, there is a stanchion. I'm going to take a quick peek and see what that is. Well, I'm just having garbage luck today with stanchions. Okay, got another one right there. I do want to go investigate while I'm at it, plus another one right there. No joy. Wow, strike like 25. Okay, I found a couple more possible sites for stanchions here, so I will check those out briefly. But at some point I'm going to wrap back around and kind of check all the ones that I've already looked at, just to see if they've changed yet. Alright, one right beside the Lightroot tree here, of course, that is no joy. Finally got my Zora spear. Okay, so that was worth the climb. That one's a little out of the way, but for me, that's where the money is. And of course, it's long throw. Out of stamps again. My day just keeps getting better. Okay, I'm going to check one more spot there before I move on. Okay, so that is indeed a weapon, but it is not the weapon we are looking for. I think that was the Traveler Sword. I'm going to get a little bit closer to make sure here. Alright guys, I have been fooling around far too long now. I keep calling this a Lionel Coliseum. It's actually not a Lionel at all. And I actually can't even do it right now, unfortunately, because I do not have the Daruk's protection, or whatever they call that in this game. The boulder bald guy. The Goron that breaks boulders. Anywho, so yeah, I can't actually even do this right now. So I'm going to have to come back to this, unfortunately, and it's not actually even a Lionel Coliseum or anything like that. It looks like one from the map, that's why I call it that. But it's actually, I think, it's the Divine Beast boss, or regional boss, from the Water Temple, that muck monster, whatever they call that. So you might be wondering why I'm running around trying to find these weapons. So folks, just to demonstrate real quickly here. So what we've got here is a Zora weapon. And of course it's long throw, so that's just no bueno. But guys, it goes double damage when it's wet. Now I know that's not ideal. In fact, you know, I've been really kind of kicking this back and forth whether or not I even really wanted to stock these. I went ahead and broke them, you know, just in case. But what I'm going to do is just tip it with a bone tipper here and just kind of show you what we're cooking with. Okay, so you can actually do this. So now, guys, that's not a bad spear. 40 attack damage for a spear base isn't terrible. Now, of course, it's nothing like what we're looking at over here. But hold that thought. Okay, so go ahead and get yourself wet. Notice how Link is dripping water there. As long as that icon is actively dripping, double damage. So notice that actually validates that looking at our menu for a change, that number went from 40 and is now showing 80. And you can absolutely stack that with the bone system, folks. So now unfortunately the bone system doesn't show us the new number there, but because that's a bone tipper, that absolutely counts. So go ahead and also double that again. And it's actually a little less than double, but just for easy math, let's just say about 150. Then you guessed it, you can also eat an attack powered meal on top of that, and get yourself another 50% bump on that weapon. Now I'm not going to go ahead and eat that meal right now for demonstration purposes, because the number won't change anyway, but that's not a bad deal. Now keep in mind, that was just a Zora spear. Nothing super strong, nothing super fancy. The other weapons get stronger. The downfall to this is you have got to be wet, or that multiplier isn't running. So here, actually no, the water droplets are still going. Okay, so it gives you a few seconds there. Okay, we're still going. Still going. So we even get a little bit of a grace period here after the water dripping stops. Okay, it finally went back down to 40. So that's a good 20 to 22 seconds or so. Not a bad amount of time. I mean, when you're in the middle of a fist fight, you know, if you can just think to throw one of these down and charge your weapon up, to me that's a lot easier to think of than, you know, dealing with Prince Sidon. And on that note, guys, you can whistle your followers, but you know, Prince Sidon, I don't know, I just don't like that water attack he throws. That whole water bubble, I don't know, it's not for me. But you know, if you can jive with it, by all means, use Prince Sidon, get your weapon charged up, and you'll be good to go. Also, folks, in the wet cave, so notice Link is dripping wet the whole time he's in this cave. You guessed it, that will also charge that weapon. Booyah. Special thanks to Brad6360 for motivating me to play with this weapon. I used to avoid the Zora weapons just because I did not like Print Sidon and I hated the water bubble. But you know, water caves, it works out. Rainstorms, they work out. Splash fruit, they work out. Not to mention just simply standing in water. You guessed it, they work out. Alright guys, so I've checked all my stanchions again. Still no luck with the weapons spawning in. So I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and call it for the night. Folks, I definitely hope that helped you all out. If you enjoyed the video, please take a moment to like, share, subscribe, and comment. That is always appreciated. And until the next time, best of luck and happy hunting. Hey folks. So guys, I know I said, for now I'm just going to kind of... Alright guys, this is really not super challenging, so I'm just going to kind of show you. So just go ahead and electrify the water. Try that again here. It's kind of dirty pull, but it does the job. Alright, get a good juicy electrical shot there right in the water. Ouch. Whoops. Okay, that time I got him. So that's not a big enough radius, never mind. So what I would probably recommend doing is just go ahead and eyeball up here. Aim a little high. Not that high. Aim a little high, and that should find his nugget. Now he's got a couple of henchmen with him here. I'll get some airtime here with that bow. Boy, Kohga's big belly is like right in the way from that headshot. You'll have time to get over here and wail on him. And guys, I'm not doing super suits, I'm not doing attack power meal. Now, I know that's not great for my weapon. Hey, Lego my ego, where did he just go? Without, you know, having to worry too much about all that. Ouch. Once again, jump off my horse with... nuts. Uh-oh. Might have gotten us into a pickle here. He's not force fielding up, so I'm just going to go for it, I guess. I'm going to jump off my horse with X, take out that bow, get that bullet time, bam! There goes that damage. Try to get them headshots, make them count. And they're kind of tough to hit on him sometimes. It's deceiving where his head actually is. Oh, I almost got him in one go. I did get him in one go. Okay, so, I really didn't mean to kill him that fast, sadly.